Everyone, welcome back. This is obviously your host LL here, and today we are going to be reviewing the Jambo phone. Finally received my copy this week. I believe I ordered it back in late January or early February. Can't remember exactly because it's been a pretty busy quarter, I would say. Now, a lot of people have been receiving it also a bit faster than others. I know there was a guy who ordered it after me and he got his copy like 2 weeks earlier compared to me, but that maybe had something to do with him being based in America. So in case you're going to be ordering your phone, you're probably going to be receiving it somewhere in 2 to 3 months, I guess. There has been a huge demand for these phones, so yeah, they're pretty popular. Now, what exactly is a Jambo phone? So this is basically a Web3 based mobile phone for the emerging markets. So it's basically catered towards the people in Africa, in Southeast Asia, and in Latin America. Every basically third world country there is where people can't afford to buy these super expensive phones by Samsung or Apple. And I don't personally like paying very, very much for new phones myself. And so it's basically $99 only, but that includes shipping. To my country, it was $30. Based on for what I talked to a lot of other people, it was $30 also there. And I haven't seen anybody say it's being cheaper anywhere else. So we're talking about $129 in total in terms of the price. It's still quite affordable, I would say. And as far as I know, there's no physical location where you can buy these phones as of right now. There are a lot of big partners behind it, obviously Coinbase, Delphi Ventures, Pantera, Alliance, Parafi Capital, Hashed. So a lot of very, very, very big VCs are behind it. And one of the more important ones, which we always talk about, is the Paradigm, because they are always involved with a lot of airdrops. So that's why has been obviously one of the big reasons why people have been buying this phone, is because of the potential Jambo token release. And they are now supported in over 100 plus countries. So I think you can order it anywhere around the world. There doesn't seem to be Turkey here, which is very interesting. That's a very big crypto country. So there might be certain regions where you're not able to buy the phone, but maybe you can buy it from a third party, like somebody can sell you their unpacked version through eBay or something. So you definitely should look. Now, there are two different colors here, which we're going to be talking about later. We have the golden and the black one. I basically got the gold one. And it comes along with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. That's pretty standard and pretty good for this priced phone, in my opinion. Allows you to basically download all the necessary things inside. Obviously, I'm not necessarily able to run like a full Bitcoin node inside it, but yeah, it's still pretty good. Then we have 6.5 IPS LCD display on it, and octa-core processor which is T606, and you can play games like Matrix Fire with the actual phone, which is, by the way, pre-installed. And there's dual cameras, which we're gonna be looking in later, and that's basically it. Obviously, there's the Jambo app, which we're gonna be talking about in a second. But these are basically the most important aspects to go through. There are a bunch of different partners in the ecosystem, including Aptos, Matrix Fire, Backpack, Sleepagotchi, Ultiverse, Everseed, Web3 Authentication, Sense, and Play Ember. And interestingly enough, TikTok also, and Cone98. The Jambo phone also comes along. The Jambo application itself is also a wallet, but it's a custodial one because I wasn't able to actually find my own private key inside the wallet. So that's a bit of a negative, but it's also much better for the third worlders in a lot of ways. But you can install your own any Web3 wallet you want to install. It comes along with Backpack and Petra wallet. And we are presuming that maybe Backpack is going to airdrop to the Jambo phone holders, and also Petra might be airdropping, and Aptos might be airdropping themselves. So a lot of airdrops are kind of slated over to the actual Jambo phone. But let's now jump into the physical review. Okay, so here is the Jambo phone package. It comes in 2 different colors, cobalt and black. I basically got the gold one because all my other phones are basically black or white, so it's nice to have actual different colors. And there are a couple of things that come inside. I already done the basic unpacking here, so I'm just going to be showing you what is inside after you throw out the pamphlets and stuff. So you basically do have a charger here, a USB one, so one that you can plug into your computer and things like that, or just into basic, where you charge things, the electrical socket. There's also a safety pin that comes along and a couple of pamphlets. No headphones included. And as I already kind of mentioned, this is $100 worth, and obviously there's $30 in shipping costs. So this is a very affordable phone. In terms of like the weight, I think it's pretty standard. And there are two buttons here. We have the volume buttons here, and then we have kind of like the power button. It comes along with two different cameras. I think there's probably one for like long side and short. Usually with standard phones today, we kind of have two or three. I don't really use that much of these. I mean, when I'm doing these types of recordings, I do it with my phone. But let's kind of now jump into some of the stuff here. So this is not 60 FPS. I mean, this is a budget phone. So let me put my pin code here. So this is basically what it looks like. So we got three buttons here on the bottom, very simple. This takes you back into the base menu. I mean, pretty simple stuff. I think for a $100 phone, it's actually pretty good. It came along charged up, so I had battery up, and this is basically what it looks like on this side. And we basically have Bluetooth here, location. There's a flashlight also. That's what it looks like, so that's pretty nice to have that. It comes out handy. And here's basic stuff here, what you would be expecting in a normal phone. And the big thing here obviously is the actual Jambo application. And there is also an inbuilt Petra wallet that comes alongside. Okay, let me try that again. And this is likely going to be part of the airdrop. I recommend always doing a new wallet, so in case there's a security issues that you run into, like something gets hacked, you kind of can isolate it better by having multiple wallets, and obviously it's better for airdrop farming as well. And there's nothing really else that comes along. I think the backpack wallet was here for starters, but I haven't set that up yet. So the Jambo application is kind of where the magic is happening, obviously. We have a lot of quests that you can do, and I do actually believe that you can download Jambo Play on any phone whatsoever. There is a feature here on the profile, and here, by the way, I do have my referral code if you want to sign up. And then there is a link, Jambo phone. So when you get your own phone, you have to do this. Because, okay, I don't know why that happened. But yeah, as you can see, like, there's always different types of problems that come along with phones, and sometimes they crash and shit like that. So here we are back at the interface, and I haven't used the phone, like, super much yet, but, like, everything seems to work fine. Battery seems to be okay. Like, I don't really have a lot of complaints about here. And there are a lot of these quests inside the actual phone, and these are probably going to be a big part about the actual airdrop. So you want to accumulate these points. I think there's going to be airdrops happening besides the points on the phone, but linking your phone is going to be a crucial element about the potential airdrops which are going to be dropped in, because there's not like some type of a founder's NFT like we have on the Solana phones. And I don't know about the Telegram phone that was dropped out or went to sale not too long ago. But there are a couple of applications here which are something you want to explore, like Sleepagachi, that will give you points. It's like a sleep application. We have Binance here, Call of the Void, and then we obviously have the Jambo's own. And the daily check-in is probably the one that you're going to be doing. And then there's obviously all of these point systems, and here it talks about. So I do believe that there's going to be some type of Jambo airdrop coming down the line. And that's going to be, for the people who are going to be using the phone. And probably going to be distributed to all holders, but people who have these points are probably going to be getting more. And here you can claim rewards. So a lot of like very
annoying Twitter and things like you have to take screenshots that you're following this and stuff like that. You gotta give them like actual evidence because they don't have API bound on the thing. And then they obviously, the Jambo phone does support different currencies itself. So you do have Aptos here, we have Ethereum. So you basically have an inbuilt wallet inside the Jambo application. So it's not just an application, it is also a wallet. Do we have the ability to basically get the private key? Is another question though, because I don't necessarily see here anywhere. It should be maybe in the settings, account, edit profile. No, I don't see it. So that's a mystery of its own. But I don't really have much else to add here regarding the phone. I like the coloring, and it has a nice logo here. Okay, let me put it like this. So it's a pretty cheap, affordable phone. It's not like a super mega phone that you might want to use as your main thing, but it's a good backup. It's affordable, obviously, and obviously it's probably going to be paying itself up because of the potential airdrops which might be happening down the line. But that's for it. Check out my other hardware video where we talk about other crypto phone and devices which might be into your interest in the link down below, in the link above on the corner. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I will be seeing you next time.